Hello, everyone. This is Editing Hungry here. I just wanted to inform you that this is actually episode 18 of the CRD podcast and not episode 16, as I state in the beginning of this intro. Sorry about that, and enjoy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the CRD podcast. This is episode 16, and I am your host, Hungry Spell, and I'm joined here with Guido,
Hello.
and we're just going to do a little bit of I don't know, like a little bit of an update. Podcasts haven't been coming out as fast as they've been supposed to, and that's on me. Um, we have a new schedule planned, and hopefully going to get everything sorted out so we can actually upload the podcast maybe twice a month. That's what we're hoping for, and preferably if we actually get back into things once a week. Um, just wanted to talk about a few things, I guess. First thing I wanted to talk about was City 17 updates. What are your thoughts on the current state of City 17? Fredo?
Uh, Well, I'm pretty positive of it. Except uh like the very latest update with the when where you need 20 people to raid the Nexus or the armory and 10 people to print. Since the armory, I think it's pretty fair that you need more people on the server, but for printing, I don't really agree. But that's isn't really on me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, let me list off a few things. Okay, so since the beginning of August, there's been accent fixes, there's been marks added, a bunch of new morphs and divisional items have been fixed.
Yeah,
There have been votes on new sewage and hitman items. There have been actually even more. I don't know why I wrote this down twice. There's been even more divisional items updated. There has been a radio system available for mostly the Robine for anyone that's over level 3. And new division, we have Gamma, which we're going to talk about in a bit too. Gamma, and I think were the barrels added in August, or no? That was right at the end of July. Um, what are your thoughts on the barrels? I've seen some pretty funny clips of them, like back before they were completely fixed. People just letting them spawn on them and them just walking around being like a walking bomb. What do you think?
yeah. I think it just brings something else to do to have fun with
Hmm.
to the city, and yeah, like things to have fun with are always good. And about the divisional morphs and items, uh, I'm very happy with that since
Awesome.
I'm a Helix unit as myself.
Hmm.
So our ARH was the outside was kind of broken. So I'm
Did it
very
get
happy that
fixed or
yeah, it
good?
did get fixed, and it actually looks good now.
Yeah. Well,
And
okay.
also the new
Sorry, go ahead.
morphs, like I've
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
yeah,
Pretty
all
cool.
the new Helix morphs look very good.
Yeah.
And today I also saw some Novas with new morphs, and they looked really good as well. So
Awesome.
I'm very happy with the new morphs.
Okay, so going off that a little bit, thoughts on Gamma. So for those of you guys that don't know, um, Gamma is a new division again run by Aris, a new division that Aris decided to open. It's looked as, or the divisional purpose is more so like an administrative division. So it's compromised of a select few people that normally have administrative power, not necessarily, but they would normally have it. And those select few people just basically going around and doing their job and being full time HRs. Even some of them don't have admin, but we also being a Gamma unit. So I'm a part of Gamma, Hito, if you didn't know. Um, we
Yeah,
don't have to
all
follow
right.
the TR codex unless we don't have to by codex by law. We don't have to follow the TR codex, but we need a reason for everything that we do. So what are your thoughts from like an outsider's perspective on Gamma and how they've
Well,
functioned?
I I haven't actually seen one in game yet,
Oh really? I'm
and
surprised.
yeah, I haven't been playing the game for a few days, so.
Okay, that makes sense.
Uh, but like I don't really understand the purpose of them not uh having to follow the codex. Like what advantages could that give them that they need?
Yeah. Okay. Um, Personally, I think it's more so that they can actually get stuff done without being restricted by certain rules and regulations. I know some people don't really like it, and it's understandable. Not everyone does. Uh,
Yeah, I quite understand that since it kind of feels uh unfair that there's a division who don't have to follow codex rules.
yeah. Well, here's
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
guess
So
that kind of feels unfair.
we don't have to follow the codex, but here's the thing: if we don't follow the codex and we do something and we don't have a reason to back it up, we're the ones we still get in trouble for it. So we need an actual,
Yeah.
like, legit reason to follow, to do everything. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like you can just go around in RK and TK.
Exactly, exactly. Um, but like for me, being in HR, my job doesn't really change. I mean, I don't think I've really broken the codex yet. I just do what I do as an HR anyways, and it works fine. The codex thing is more so for the people that aren't HRs that don't have administrative power privileges, that they can deal with certain things like TKers and um taking people into custody and all that kind of thing without getting in trouble for it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have anything else? What? Okay. So you were talking about morphs and all that. Gamma morphs. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't actually.
You haven't. Okay. So they're a bit of it. Like they look like a combination of Nova and PK. My opinion, they're pretty cool. They have a new gun too, which is awesome. Um, what's your opinion on the leadership of the division? If you know anything about it.
Uh, the leadership of Gamma,
Yeah,
or
Gamma.
yeah, sorry, I don't know, really
You
know
don't know?
anything
Okay,
about it except that Aris leads it. But
that's fine. Well, okay. So leading off of Gamma a little bit, some other news, divisional news. Zone is officially getting shut down, which is unfortunate. Rip Zone. Um, Command of Zone was given over to another commander, and the the SRs decided it would be probably worth it to shut down the division, at least for now. I'm pretty sure it won't be coming back, but anyways, Zone was fun. I Guido, you weren't ever in Zone, were you?
I haven't been in Zone. There was a point where I was thinking about joining Zone, but I haven't come actually to the point of trying.
Okay.
Uh, well, I know you were in Zone,
I actually led
right?
Zone for a while, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I always, yeah, Zone units were always pretty chill, and I didn't mind Zone at all. I quite liked Zone, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, Zone had a pretty bad got a pretty bad reputation because of the head of security devious to Arc. So, okay, we've had five head of securities now. We've had 84th, who was original, then Penpoint, and Penpoint kind of screwed things up for everyone. He made everyone go on like a huge TKRK rant. And then after that, Division kind of died, and then Arc kind of came and tried to revive it. He made me an HR because he invited me to join as an HR, and I helped him revive the division. Then he left, and I got head of security. And then stuff happened, and then Rev got head of security. And I think it's just because of the whole reputation, the fact that the division wasn't that active. Because TR at this point, TR is, I don't know how it's still holding. It's better than it was a few months ago, but it's still like it's not alive. It feels like it's a little dead. Um, and because of all that, I
yeah,
think the Highcom just decided it'd be better if it just got shut down, which I mean is understandable, but it's still very unfortunate.
yeah. I really hope it comes back soon.
We'll see.
Yeah. And also, are there any updates on Grid, or is that just over and not coming
No,
back?
actually, I'm happy that you asked. So, Grid currently is in the works. It's going to be led by somewhat unknown or developer. He is actually working towards reopening Grid in a different way, and from what I've heard, it's going to be awesome. I know a few people that are going to be in it already. Originally already going to be in it. I had a chance to talk to some of them. I can't disclose what they've said to me, but I know that it's going to be pretty cool. I've had a chance to see some of the work that Somewhat's done on it, and knowing Somewhat, when he releases it, it's going to be as good as he can possibly make it. Um, yeah.
Will the turtles come back?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure he's making them like a better optimized version. And there's another item too, but I can't really talk about that as far as I
Okay.
know.
No, no, that's completely fine.
And back up to zone thing. For zone units, that I mean, they already know, but basically for those of you that have been seeing zone units in different divisional entrance programs and just wondering why in the world they're there, um, because of zone being shut down, certain divisions have given a faster entrance to zone units.
Yeah.
And some have just let them enter normally, like without even having to go through an entrance program, just inviting them,
Wow.
and some just go through a faster paced entrance program, different divisions. Um,
Yeah, I've heard of that indeed.
yeah, that's pretty cool. We appreciate. I mean, I appreciate the chance of being able to do that, and yeah, that's actually that's I think that's one good thing that really came out of the zone being shut down. Us being able to kind of choose where we want to go without being worried about having the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to kind of lead off
But
of. Sorry, God.
I would actually say that I don't really agree with just getting zone units into a division straight away and without just skipping the entrance program, since they would still really need to learn the codex.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would,
it's
so in my
only
opinion,
it's
like
only one day.
obviously combat would be completely fine, but the
I,
yeah, they would do a codex, would have to do a codex quiz in my opinion.
Yeah. Um, I mean, the only division that has allowed that is Nova. All the others are more fast. Like, yeah, get a faster entrance to the actual division. Skip a few stages, like application stages and such. And we have Hoopel with us now. What's up, Hoopel?
nothing much.
Welcome to the podcast. We are just okay.
Yes,
So I'm going to go over this over a little bit. I talked to Frido, and he gave me his opinion. What are your thoughts on Gamma?
Gamma. Gamma was made by Aris to be like the carefree division, which didn't really have to care about rules much, and they're allowed to abuse some of their powers, which they're kind of like the opposite of RG. RG is strict, and they actually have rules, whereas Gamma, they're carefree.
Yeah. And do you think that's a good or a bad thing?
Uh, it's well, if I think it should have a few more rules to it and a bit of a harder entrance. But otherwise, yes, it should stay because it's the opposite of RG, really.
I mean,
It just should be a lot
I feel like
harder
the
to
entrance is
get.
pretty hard. I mean, it's an invite only division, so
But it's led by Bomber, who's probably gonna invite some of his friends, I feel. No offense.
no. I mean, you're. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, I totally. I mean, once a division becomes an invite only, I mean, the best way to get in is to become friends with the commander. I mean, I was invited by his second in command, which who is no longer in Gamma right now. But yeah, um, we were talking about a little about Gamma Zone. You've heard about the Zone news, I'm guessing, people.
Yeah, zone's been shut
Yeah,
down.
unfortunately, Zone being shut down.
I
City's
feel
having some
like
updates. Hmm?
I feel like it was Rev's fault actually for being so inactive. Um,
Well,
because I have talked to her a lot, and she's normally sick or busy, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
you know,
I
I feel
talk of Zone being shut down has been happening since even before I took the position of head of security. Um, I don't really know what pushed Animal and Dragon to shut down Zone. I have a few feelings. I think I know. I just can't really talk about it openly. What do you think about the? I already asked Vito this. What do you think of the the fast track entrance into other divisions.
The fast track, yes, it is actually pretty good, but is there any like requirements? Not requirements, but do they have to do something to get into that division? So I'm guessing just like maybe a combat thing, like
Well, it
1v1
depends
or
on the
something.
division. So, for example, I'm gonna be joining Phantom if I can, just because I know a bunch of people in Phantom, and they seem to be they have a really chill community. Um, I joined the Phantom entrance program and DM'd Omega, and basically I was given a zone role and skipped to the second to last stage. So I got to skip the whole like application, that kind of thing. So,
All right, yeah.
so
I
it just had to
Phantom is
do combat and
kind of sick.
approval and file. But yeah.
Yeah, combat. Phantom is kind of safe on that. That's good to hear.
And most of the divisions, I think, are like that. Phantom and King are doing that. PK, I'm not too sure exactly what they're doing. They've always had a different type of entrance program. And then, okay, the only one that I don't really understand is Nova has like a complete, like you just get invited into Nova if you join the program.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Um, let's move on a little bit from Roblox and move on more into like current world problems. And okay, now I'm going to disclaim this. These are our own personal opinions on this, and this doesn't in any way or form communicate back to the leadership of TR or anything. This is just us talking and debating about current things happening in the world. What do you guys want to bring up first? I'll give you guys the choice of choosing what we're going to say.
Oh
Well,
really?
it would be quite obvious to talk about the current problems of Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, okay. What are your thoughts on Afghanistan? Like the whole
Well,
situation right now?
obviously it isn't going very well,
Yeah.
horrible. And yeah, I'm really sorry for those people there. I actually know someone personally who still has family in there and was planning on going there, but yeah, couldn't because it was getting too dangerous.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know. I don't think we really should be blaming anyone for it too quickly. Like uh, some people immediately blame uh Biden for it, but I, yeah, I don't know if we should just blame people that quickly. Maybe if you want to blame someone, go search what it was really the cause, because sometimes it lays deeper than you think.
Yeah.
And yeah, blaming someone too quickly
Definitely.
can have
Yeah.
consequences.
People thoughts?
Also, they're actually doing evacuations now from Afghanistan. They recently did it. It's like 10 minutes ago. They had a G7 meeting about it, and they say they're going to do everything possible to facilitate evacuations from Afghanistan,
Okay. Now,
which is
I don't want to get too
good.
political or controversial. Just this is from an outside sort, like from an outsider looking into the whole situation. What what caused the problem? So, in my opinion, I think the issue is caused by the U.S. basically pulling out, military-wise, out of Afghanistan, and that caused the Taliban. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. That basically caused ISIS, or not ISIS, the Taliban to
Yeah,
move in and basically take over the capital and a bunch of other big cities. Um.
Basically, the
basically,
whole
yeah.
country.
So, what do you think the now that that's happened? What do you think the moving point from here is? Is do you think it's getting military troops back into Afghanistan, or would it be more
Yes, I
so helping people evacuate and just leaving Afghanistan to itself and just letting it do its own
what
thing?
what I feel like is if they actually get troops there and to get evacuate everyone and then see what the actual people want done with it, because they might want them just to so the Afghan how do you what is What do you
Afghan
call them?
army.
Afghanistan? Afghanian?
Afghans.
Afghans.
People in
They
Afghanistan.
might want them just to leave there and just leave it to them, or they might want them to fight back. I feel like we should ask the Afghans on this.
Do you
Really.
think
Yeah,
it's more of
because
a? Sorry, go ahead.
well, I quite agree with Hoopel, since I would really understand if some people would rather, uh, no, yeah, some people might rather have it stay like this, since otherwise there might be years of war again,
Yeah,
and yeah, that obviously isn't pleasant
it's
either.
gonna keep on going if no
Yeah,
one, if one side needs to win.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there is no winning in war, but still.
No, you can win a war. I mean, okay.
yeah. Well, but then
So
the whole Taliban needs to be uh like yeah wiped out
that's impossible. But
for the rest to win. But yeah, that is quite impossible, since there will probably always be people who
because I mean,
still
at this point, basically, they've just reset all the work that they've worked towards in the past like 20 years,
yeah basically.
basically, which is very unfortunate in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go from here. Personally, I think that they should probably at least start getting more troops around there and be ready to intervene if the Afghans wish them to. Um, I think if the Afghans say to us that hey, we want to be left alone, let us do our own thing, then we should just pull out, and that then becomes their own problem unless the Taliban start making threats or actually start harming other people. But if they don't, then if they don't, and the Afghans want to take care of this themselves, I think we should just pull out. Um, but if not, we should at least have troops on the ground ready just in case. But that's just my opinion.
And I think if that happens what you are saying, then I think we should also evacuate the people who who don't want it to
Yeah.
stay like that.
Well, have you seen the videos, like the people climbing onto the airplane landing gear and just falling off like midway
Yeah,
through the flight? Horrible.
yeah, yeah. Like yes, so they're yeah so desperate to get out of the country that, well, just imagine if you would make it onto the plane and the plane would actually be midair. How would you stay on the plane?
Yeah.
So that is impossible. So that means they would probably rather die than stay in their country, which is a sign that it's really bad out there.
I mean, even some of the videos and pictures you can look at online, it just looks like an absolute shit show, which is it's very unfortunate
Also,
because yeah, I don't know, it's just I feel bad for the people, dude. Honestly,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
yeah,
not a good situation for them, and there's not much that they can do about it because the Taliban are so aggressive and basically just kill off anyone that opposes them.
it's not their fault, the Afghans' fault as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also be careful while searching these kind of stuff because there can be gore on them.
Well, yeah,
I've
obviously. Keep your safe search on people. um, I just think, like I said, it really depends on what the Afghans actually want us to do. If they want us to intervene, then I think we should. I think we should be ready to do that. It shouldn't be like, hey, we need to intervene. Oh, we'll have troops there in a week, kind of thing. It should be like, we need to intervene. Okay, we have already like 15,000 people on the ground ready to just jump into action. And I think if they say, yeah, no, we want to take this on our own, we have the resources, and this is our problem, we need to fix it, then I think we should just be ready to ship everyone back home and help with evacuations.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so moving on a little bit from Afghanistan, thoughts on the Delta strand of COVID? I know it's hit America pretty hard. How's that been in the UK, Hoople?
I've not, because I've been at home most of the time. I've not really had to deal with it myself. So yeah.
Are you guys still in a lockdown, or
No, I just
do you just stay at home?
haven't had to deal with it.
Okay. And Guido, what
Um,
about you?
Well, I live in the Netherlands, and uh, well, even though it is, I think we are code red now. Uh, we aren't actually that strict, which I don't. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea, since well, soon here school will be starting again, and uh, yeah, I
Yeah,
think
because
we do have
Netherlands
to
is
wear.
September, right? You guys start school in September.
Well, my school starts this Monday,
Oh, wow, okay.
yeah,
so
in the
but
UK, I'll start in September. Also, I've got something to add. Sorry for interrupting. It in
it's
over
okay.
here, it's just making our vaccines weaker, and there are more symptoms which have been really affecting stuff here because the elderly have a lower chance now of surviving uh COVID if they get it because of all these new symptoms.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. It's very unfortunate, though. I wonder how the Delta variant ended up coming around. If it was just like a not mutating, but like a strand of COVID that just basically got around certain like defenses that our body creates and decided to create
Yeah,
itself into
and
something
I'm
more effective.
I'm also curious, does the normal vaccine uh protect you against the Delta variant in any
Yes,
way?
Yeah, it
Does
does.
it?
It does. It's
it
still
does, but
COVID. The
it's
only
just
so
less
don't
effective.
go ahead.
It's just less effective against it, and
And
you still have a chance. It's with everything. You still have a chance of catching COVID even if you get the vaccine. It just makes it a lot. There's a lot less chance of you getting it, and the symptoms from getting it will be a lot
and
better.
and I mean
Are you guys
That's the way
vaccinated,
it
or?
is.
and I mean here's the thing. Like the Delta strand, really the only big thing that changed is it's just way easier to pass it on to someone else and for someone to catch it. It's a lot more um
Transmissible.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy to pass from one person. It's like chicken pox or something. Just you stand around them and then like a week later you'll have it. Like in Hoopel, you're in the UK, you remember the chicken pox parties. Pox party.
Yeah.
What were you saying,
But
Guido? Sorry.
are you guys vaccinated, or? And
Not over here in the UK. We're not doing it under 18s yet. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get it when it goes out. But it's right probably gonna go to over 16s afterwards. So
oh, that's interesting, since here in the Netherlands we can have the Pfizer vaccine from I think from 12.
Oh
From
wow.
12 you can get the Pfizer vaccine. Uh, so I already have two. Last Sunday I got my second one. And how about you, Hungry?
that's nice.
No, I'm not vaccinated. I got COVID before the US even locked down. I had it, and my family did too, which means I have the antibodies for it now. So does my family. Which is why I haven't seen the necessity to get the vaccine. If it were
But
to happen again, I would
you
get it.
probably should.
Sorry.
You
Well,
probably should actually because it's gonna protect you more because it was built and made
Yeah.
specifically to protect you compared to normal COVID, which is just giving you it, and
Oh,
then
I
your
know.
body tries
And
to.
well, here's the thing. Like I just said, is if I think if it does get worse, then I am going to get it most likely. It just is all situational. Where I live currently, our cases are going down immensely, and no one be sick really that much anymore. Um, it's really like, and if you are sick, then you just stay home for 2 weeks. It's not that it's not made that big of a deal here as much as it is everywhere else, which is why I also haven't been
yeah,
pushed to
yeah.
get it.
For me, it's quite a big deal to have to stay home for 2 weeks.
But where I am, you can't actually legally ask if you're vaccinated or not.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I don't have it currently, but if I do think it's needed and if I need it to start traveling again and all that, then I'll take it. But
Yeah.
apart from that, I'd rather not. I guess I don't know.
Well, and obviously, in the end, it's all your own choice, and no one can like say
Yeah,
that you have to do it.
it's just a personal choice.
Yeah. And we should definitely respect other choices.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, most people
All
here are
vaccines,
not are not vaccinated. So yeah, what were you saying,
all
Hoopel?
vaccines, all vaccines are optional. Even the ones which you get in primary school, but your parents said that you are going to get them.
Yeah.
That every vaccine is optional, but they are there to protect you and stuff like that.
I have
So not
most
doing
of the
that.
big ones. So I grew up in
Okay.
Switzerland, and I have, according to the Swiss guidelines, I'm fully vaccinated. As like my years as an infant or as a child and a teenager, I have all the vaccines that I needed during that time period. So I'm fully vaccinated in the eyes of the Swiss government. Um, in the eyes of the American government, I think I'm still missing like 1 or 2 shots, but they're not really needed. They're still optional,
Reinforced.
and I mean I still have time to get them. I think it's until like I'm like 21 or something like that. So
Yeah, I am not really sure what vaccines I have, but I assume my parents gave me and made me get some. Well, I know I got some, but I'm not really sure which ones.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm sure it will be fine. Since yeah, my parents aren't like they get the vaccines as well, so it's not like they don't want me to get vaccines.
I don't know. It's just I mean it's kind
I
of
just
weird.
feel
I come from a family like I'm French originally, French and Scottish, and I come from a family that uses a lot of what's it called? Oh crap, what's the name for it? Like if you're sick, you have a cold or something like that, you drink a tea or tisane, which is like a fruit tea with like honey in it and all that kind of thing. If I can like, okay, that sounds makes me sound really hippie-ish. I'm not a hippie. It's just like modern medication and modern ways of treating people in a hospital or is not something that my family is really accustomed to. And again, that makes me sound like a hippie, but yeah, I don't know how to
no, I
explain it.
kind of understand. Like just yeah, just rather use a bit older and like techniques that you can do yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's mostly my mom actually. I don't really mind. I mean, it's not like we don't like the hospital or the doctors or anything like that. We still go. It's just like for certain things we just do it at home, I guess.
Yeah, I like if not needed, I don't go to a doctor.
Well, that anyways.
Like it well, not like for the I don't go to a doctor that quickly. If I think like this is quite bad, then I'll go.
Yeah. Hoople, you live in the UK. Okay. Now, this is gonna get a little bit
Yes.
political too. Okay. Free
Oh god.
Medicare. Free medical care. What are your opinions on that?
It's actually pretty good. It's a great idea. It's
Great.
embedded in your taxes, so you're paying it off.
Yeah, it's not
What?
free, but
Yeah, you're basically paying off what you got.
is it
The
okay?
healthcare you got when you were a child.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely working. It's definitely working,
Do you
but
think
it's
no, go
probably
ahead.
going to cause a problem as the older generation is getting bigger, so their healthcare is free, and then um, with that being happening, they're not paying taxes anymore, and the amount of them are getting bigger because of our medicine is getting better, and that life expectancy is getting a lot longer.
It's also just like yeah, you just kill all old people. That's it.
Okay, that's a conclusion.
Yeah, that concludes it.
Only
Okay,
22
next
seconds,
segment.
though.
No, I'm kidding. What do you think of the actual like quality of the care? Because so, like I said, I'm Scottish and French. Um,
Yeah, it's great. It's
really,
just a
I
normal
thought it
hospital. Yeah,
sucked. It
no,
took me
it's
2 weeks to get
I've
an
not had a
appointment with the
single
doctors,
problem.
and they only gave me like 2.5 minutes of their time. It really, in my opinion, it was kind of rushed. And by the time that I went to go see the doctor, I was already fine. I was back to normal again.
I've never had a problem.
Really?
Literally.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
unless it
neither.
was when I was a baby when I can't remember anything, but I've never had a problem.
Yeah, no. See,
I get it.
I've always had issues with the system. Like my dad.
Even
Go ahead.
sorry, even quick things like I had an ear infection once, and we called 911 because it was really bad. We went to the doctors, and they booked us in straight away. We were able to go see a doctor, and
Dang.
this was like at 1 o'clock in the morning. Literally,
Wow.
I was booked in. There was doctors there ready. They were able to identify it was an ear infection, get me medication. You know, I got my medication the next day.
That's
So
awesome.
pretty quick.
You know, my experience, like my dad, I think this was back in like 2011. He stepped on an old. He was clearing out my grandmother's place after she passed away, and he stepped on this really like this huge old rusty nail, and it went right through his shoe and into his foot. Like it was basically going right through his foot, and it was a
Yeah.
rusty nail, which meant even though he was covered for tetanus, you still need to go get a tetanus shot just to make sure, because then if you don't, they can get pretty bad. He had to wait 5 hours in the ER at 2 a.m. and basically
Oh
the
wow.
nurse that assisted to him had to put the needle in like 4 or 5 times because she missed a spot every single time before actually
Okay,
giving him the.
that's just an untrained nurse.
Well, no, it's also just like it was horrible, like horrible service and everything. I don't know. It just my experience was the healthcare system in the UK has always been pretty negative.
Yeah, that's just that's one thing that's gonna happen
No, I know, but
even in the
I'm not
US.
saying just that thing. I'm just giving that as an example. I'm saying as a whole, like my experience of the UK health system as a whole has been pretty bad. Like it's always been like you make an appointment, the earliest appointment you can make is for like 2.5 weeks out. Um, and
I guess you're probably
I think it's just
in
the
another part
area.
of the UK. It's
Yeah,
probably yeah, I think it's just the area. Because in like the southern part, just like the general southern part, it's pretty great.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Do we have any
Because
other topics we want to move on to? Move away a bit from
yes,
politics.
actually. Um yes I do actually. There's a new season of JoJo. There's season 6 is coming out in December.
JoJo's the anime,
Uh,
right?
yeah. Well,
Nice.
it's a manga
Yeah,
originally and it's been turned into a anime.
nice. Well, Outer Banks season 2 came out in end of July. Uh, Lucifer
Never
came
heard of
out.
it.
Well, that was more back. That was actually in May. Lucifer came
Yeah,
out.
and September
Yeah.
in September, season 6 of Lucifer will come out.
I thought they weren't making a season 6.
They are, and
They are.
there's a trailer already. You can,
They are okay. Bro, I'm gonna watch that. I didn't know that. I thought they just ended.
yeah.
They were just done.
No, 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 no.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh. I'm excited for that.
You're
yeah, I'm also really excited for that.
And
never heard of it. Well, I have, but I've never watched it.
then
Oh,
there's
it's
I
a good
think Stranger
series.
Things is coming out. What 2022?
I need to
Like,
watch Stranger Things as well.
you haven't seen
Yeah,
it? Have you seen any of it?
No,
I
no,
started
Hoopel.
watching it. I
I've
started
not
watching
seen
it, but
Lucifer or Stranger Things. I'll add that to my wish list now.
No, you need. Okay, when we're done here, I will force you. I will get on the stream and I will stream Stranger Things to you if you want. It's just such a good show. It really is. You need to watch it.
Let's see, Stranger Things. There it is.
There's 3
What
seasons.
be Stranger Things?
Hmm.
Oh,
I
that's it.
I started watching it. I'm like
There you go.
3 or 4 episodes in. Nothing major has happened.
It gets
Think.
more and more interesting. It's a pretty good show. It's not my favorite show, but it's pretty good. I'd say Lucifer.
What did you watch
Lucifer is one of my favorite
Lucifer on?
shows. Hmm?
Yeah, Lucifer is also my favorite
There's
show.
only 2 seasons on Netflix.
No, all 3 should be on Netflix.
Oh, 4 and 5 is on Netflix. Wow.
What do you mean?
All right. Only season 4 and 5 is on Netflix for Lucifer.
Previously
Of
on
what?
Just check.
This is
Lucifer.
gonna get a little
Oh
rough.
crap! It's playing. There you go. I have to mute that so that my recording doesn't pick it up. Okay, let me see. Stranger Things. I'm looking this
No,
up like
Stranger
mid
Things.
podcast. Yeah, Stranger
Lucifer.
Things. There's 3 seasons of Stranger Things.
Lucifer. Yes, Lucifer though.
Oh, Lucifer does 5 seasons.
Yeah, but on in the UK there's only 2, and that's 4 and 5 on Netflix.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm gonna check Amazon Prime right now.
Uh-uh.
I was wondering why I was searching up Amazon.
That's
Now I
weird.
just saw it.
Yeah, Lucifer has 5 seasons, and Outer Banks just came out with their 2nd season. Can you see that in the UK or no?
Not 100% sure. Lucifer season 1, Lucifer season 2. Yeah, it's on Prime Video, so I can watch it.
Okay. What do you guys think? Okay, have you guys seen Lupin, the show? I don't remember really what it's called, or in English.
What? What is it?
Lupin,
Never heard of it.
Lupin. It's like a what's it called?
Yeah, I think I've heard of it, but I
like a
haven't
gentleman
watched-
thief. Is what the title is originally. It's based on a book. Pretty good actually. I like it. It's in French though.
All right.
I think they have an English translation though.
Isn't there like this TV show which is like this teddy bear? And
Ted.
it's what was it called? I
Ted,
can't
that's a
think.
movie. That's a movie though.
Oh yeah.
Ted, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
I'm trying
that's
to
a
find
movie.
it.
It is Ted 1, 2, and I don't think it's are there 3? I don't know if it's 3.
I'm not sure, but I can't find it on
Oh hey, I
Netflix.
actually found the
Oh my
movie
god.
Lupin.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure it was on Netflix. Oh my god, where is it?
Oh.
Wow.
Mm.
UK's missing out.
Yeah. You need to get a VPN.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. There's only 2 seasons.
If you
2
guys,
seasons.
if you
2
guys,
things.
sorry,
What's up, Guido?
have you guys seen Hot Fuzz?
No.
Which one?
No, Hot Fuzz.
Spell that out.
Sorry,
Spell it out.
HOT, FUZZ.
Oh, Hot Fuzz. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
Never heard of it.
It's quite a fun movie.
Oh, you should remember this from your childhood. Remember the film, not film, that like seasonal show, The Big Red Dog.
Oh, what's his name? Something Ipper.
Wait, The Big Red
Yeah, no, I know
Dog.
exactly. They're about to release a movie about him.
Clifford the Big
Clifford,
Red
there
Dog.
you go,
Yeah,
Clifford. Clifford the
they're going to be
Big Red Dog.
releasing
Yeah.
a film.
Yeah, I know they are. It looks. I haven't seen any trailers for it. It looks interesting though. Okay, favorite movie, go.
Favorite movie. Oh, it's got to. Oh no, that's not a movie though. Oh,
Okay, favorite movie or TV show, or both.
My
Give both.
Hero Academia.
My Hero.
My Hero Academia.
Okay, what's your favorite movie?
Shrek.
Favorite movie. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Let's go through.
Shrek. Mine is Shrek, definitely.
Shrek. Favorite movie, Shrek. Okay.
Actually, though,
It's such a good movie.
Once you say yours, I'll tell mine.
yeah,
Oh, or grown-ups. I don't know.
Okay. My favorite movie, I think my all-time favorite movie is probably Ready Player One. Such a good movie. I loved it.
yes, it is. Oh, yes, you're right. It is. That's probably actually my favorite movie.
Yeah.
But I'm also finding so many other things which I like. You've got JoJo. You've got The Office, you've got Superstore. If you haven't watched Superstore, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, so I'd say for me, it's probably Ready Player One is my favorite movie. And then favorite TV show is probably Lucifer. Dude, I had so much fun watching that thing. Or Outer Banks. I love Outer Banks.
But especially the last season of Lucifer.
Okay, yes, last season was like, I love the first like 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, and the last episode was really
Yeah,
epic.
last episode was good. It just gets a little far-fetched, I think. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or it's actually this TV show that I found. It sounds cringy. It sounds hella cringy. It's called The Last Kingdom. I don't know why they chose that name.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of it.
So it's like it's back when the Britons were like originally
Yes.
created into Vikings or the Nords, the northern people, were like trying to take it over. Different kingdoms. I don't know. I really liked watching it. They're coming out with another. I really liked it. Very good show.
Yeah. One of my friends is obsessed with one of the people in it.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
just obsessed.
That's a good show. I like it. Okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We can just end it here.
I have nothing to talk
Guido?
about because
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Hoopel and Guido, for being here. Really appreciate it. Sorry for the delay on the podcast. We should have one up. Once this one is up, we'll start working on the next one. I'm hoping to possibly get a developer like somewhat into a podcast. I think it'd be pretty fun. And yeah, until next time. See you guys. Bye.